In today's video, I'm here in West Valley City, which is Salt Lake County's second biggest city. We're going to be showing you what it's like to live here, what this city has to offer, and what the neighborhoods look like. We're also going to be showing you what the residents of West Valley City say it's like to live here, so make sure you stay till the end. We'll say this, it's wintertime here in the state of Utah, so things look a little bit different in the summer. They look a little bit greener, so keep that in mind, but let's get into the video. The city of West Valley is about 10 to 15 minutes from downtown Salt Lake City. You're also about 10 to 15 minutes from the Salt Lake City International Airport, so it's very centrally located. You also have access to a lot of freeways. We have the I-215 Bell Route right behind me. This easily, gets you to the I-15 freeway, which is the main freeway that runs from north to south in the state of Utah. This will also take you to the 201 freeway, which will take you downtown. So because you have freeway very easily accessible here in the area, you're able to get around very quickly. So one of the things that I like about this city is that you're also very close to the airport. So like I said, you're about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on where you're at here in the city of West Valley, but it's very easily accessible. One of the things you also keep in mind is that you are on the airplane path. So depending on where you're living here in West Valley, you're going to see planes going down the valley every 5 to 10 minutes. But today here, I'm at the Maverick Center. This is the home to the Grizzlies hockey team, and it's located here in West Valley, Utah. This venue also hosts tons of other events. They do concerts here. They do other sports events. They do conferences here. So it's also, like I said, it's also very easily accessible. There's also another venue here called the USANA Amphitheater. They don't do a whole lot during the winter just because it is an outdoor venue, but during the summer they hold all types of different concerts there. So there's a different concert every week, and they're going to be big artists, right? And it is an outdoor venue, so you get to enjoy the warm weather, sit outside on the lawn and enjoy a good concert, enjoy food. So those are two really cool things that the city of West Valley has to offer. That is very unique to this area, just because if you live over on the southwest side of the valley, you have to drive all the way here to be able to attend an event like this, or you have to go downtown to the Delta Center, which is the home to the Utah Jazz. But overall, there's a lot of cool things that you have here in the city of West Valley. And it is a very big city, as I said earlier in the video. It is the second biggest city here in Salt Lake County. And the price ranges here, home price ranges are going to vary. The median price range right now is about $400,000, $450,000. But we'll drive around the neighborhoods, show you what it's like. But in the meantime, we're going to go check out the Valley Fair Mall and show you around what that looks like, which is also located here in the city of West Valley. Now I'm here at the Valley Fair Mall here in West Valley City, and this mall here is a little bit of an older mall, more established area, but in the last 5 to 10 years they've done so much to make it a lot better. There's a whole lot of new restaurants here in this area. You'll have your big chains like Zupa's, Panda Express. There's a Red Robin here as well, but you also have like a lot of smaller things that are local to here, the state of Utah, like Cafe Rio. There's some boba places. There's some cookie places. So there's a ton of restaurants here outside of the food court. But this mall also is going to have your normal stores that any other mall would have, right? They have like a JCPenney, they have their Foot Lockers, and any other normal store that you would find at any other mall that's really common. But they also have a lot of like local Hispanic. This area is a lot of Hispanic and Latino people. So there's a big presence here in this mall as well. But they recently added a bowling alley here to this mall. There's also a movie theater. So there's a lot of great things here in this area. And like I said, the city is really focusing on making this area a lot better, a lot nicer. There's also a track station, as you can see right behind me. There's you probably can't see it pass by, but there's a track station which you can jump on the Trax, which is kind of like the local train here in Salt Lake City, if you're not aware of what Trax is. But essentially, you can jump on that. It'll take you to one end of the valley to the other. You can also take that to downtown Salt Lake City. So for example, if you're going to like a Jazz game down in Salt Lake, you can jump on that, and the Trax drop off is actually right in front of the Utah Jazz Stadium, which is the Delta Center. But like I said, this mall, there's a lot that has happened in the last few years. It's going to continue to evolve, and they're obviously going to make it a lot better. And if there's anything that you need, you can come here. But then there's also different malls here outside of the city of West Valley. We have one in the city of Murray, which is the Fashion Place Mall. There's one down in the Sandy South Jordan area, which is the Southtown Mall. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more high-end items like a Lululemon or like a Louis Vuitton or anything like that, you're going to have to go to downtown Salt Lake City at the City Creek Mall for that. But like I said, everything else that you need for your everyday needs, you're going to be able to find that here. And there's a lot of homes here in this area as well, which are going to be showing you here some of the homes here that the city of West Valley has to offer. But like I said, this area, you're going to be able to find a lot of homes in the lower price range, in the $400,000. There's also going to be homes in the $700,000 to $800,000 price range. But there's a lot of starter homes here in the area. But let me go. Let's get in the vehicle. Let's get in the car here. Go check out some of these other homes that are here in the area. That way you get familiar with the city of West Valley has to offer. But if you have any questions about what it's like to live here in the state of Utah or West Valley City, or anywhere in the surrounding area, I just helped a client that moved here from out of state. We helped them save over $500 on their new mortgage. They're obviously getting a lot better house than their previous location. So if you're thinking about making a move here to the state of Utah, feel free to reach out to me. You can call me, text me, or email me. You can also book a call with me directly down below. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to helping you make your move to Utah as smooth as possible. Now let's continue with the video. Let's go check out some of these homes. Now, as we drive through here, this road here is one of the main roads here in the city of West Valley. And if you don't know the Salt Lake City area, everything is numbered, so it's known as 3500 South, which south the roads are going from east to west. But this is one of the main roads that's heading to the west side of West Valley, known as 3500 South. There's a lot of businesses here, a lot of commercial spaces, like restaurants. There's a couple of gyms in this area. There's a couple of banks. So there's a lot of things that you're going to need here, as well as, like I said, grocery stores. So everything here in the city of West Valley, you're going to have, within just a few minute drive of where you're living. So grocery stores are easily accessible. Gas stations are easily accessible. There's a hospital here as well. So it's not something where you're going to have to drive really far to get to, and you're not away from the city. So everything that you need, regardless of where you're living here in the city of West Valley, is going to be very accessible to you. So it's not something you have to worry about, that if you have to go to like a Costco or anything like that to do a big haul of groceries. It's not something that you're going to have to stick to doing like once a month or anything like that, because it's very, very accessible. So we have both Costco and Sam's Clubs here in the city of West Valley, and they're both within 10 to 15 minute drive, a lot closer depending on where you're at. The Costco is actually just over in the area of the Valley Fair Mall where we were just at. But like I said, it's not something you have to worry about. Everything is very accessible to you, and you have everything that you need here in the city of West Valley. Now, these homes here that we're driving through, it's a little bit of a smaller, older neighborhood, but these homes here are going to be priced around the $450,000 price range. So these are going to be your starter homes. Somebody that's looking to get into their first home, and potentially these homes are going to need a little bit of work. Obviously, you can find a home that's going to be move-in ready, has been fully remodeled. But if you wanted to save a little bit of money, find a home that needs a little bit of work. It's a good way to get into a home. But like I said, this neighborhood here is a little bit older. A little bit older homes. As I mentioned earlier, things do look a lot greener here during the summer. We had a storm a few days ago, so there's snow on the ground. Everything is looking, white or gray. On the roads, you can see a lot of gray from the dirt on the roads. But let's check out this neighborhood. Drop a comment, let me know if you have any questions, and then we'll move into a little bit of a higher end neighborhood here in the city of West Valley so you can see what it looks like. But as always, if you have any questions about it, drop them in the comments, or feel free to reach out to me. All of my contact information is in the description as well. Now, one of the cool things about the city of West Valley is that it's very diverse, right? And you're going to be able to find homes in various different price ranges, whether that be a condo, townhome, or a single family home. But as far as like this neighborhood and this area of West Valley, you're going to be able to find homes, as you'll see here in just a moment, homes that are going to be in the $400,000 to $500,000 price range, as well as homes that are in the $800,000 to $900,000 price range. So those are new construction homes. So you're going to be able to find homes in different price ranges, and because, like I said, the city of West Valley is an established city. It's the second largest city here in Salt Lake County. There's different pockets, within neighborhoods that have been undeveloped. So within older neighborhoods or neighborhoods with older homes, you're going to be able to also find some houses that are brand new, that builders have bought the lot, and you're going to be able to find a brand new home that nobody's lived in. So that's one of the cool things about the city of West Valley, is that, like I said, it's very diverse. It's a very diverse community as far as people as well, but it's also very diverse when it comes to homes. So you're going to be able to find homes in different price ranges. But let's go take a look at some of those so you can check it out, get an idea of what this area is like. And then I also want to talk about the schools here in the area and what people that live here already are saying about what it's like to live here in the city of West Valley. So make sure you stick around for that, and we'll jump into that after we check out this neighborhood. Now we're back in the office, and one of the things that I want to talk about is the overall rating for the city of West Valley. So the rating in the city of West Valley currently is at a B minus. One of the things to keep in mind is that the city of West Valley, like I said, is the second largest city here in Salt Lake County. So with that, there's going to be a little bit of a higher crime rate. But as I've talked in some of my other videos, just because there is a higher crime rate in certain areas doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad place to live. Keep in mind that if you're looking for trouble or you're going to find trouble, if you're looking to stay out of trouble, then it's easily, you can easily prevent that. But the city of West Valley does have a B minus overall rating when you look at public schools, housing, crime, how good it is for families. As far as public schooling, this is part of the Granger School District. So currently that's rated at a C+ for public schools. which I'll show a couple screenshots here of the schools that are available. But as far as, like I said, West Valley is a great place to live. A lot of the residents that live there do really enjoy living in the city of West Valley and have a lot of positive things to say about it. So I'll leave a couple of reviews here on what people are saying, so you can kind of pause the video, read through them to see exactly what's going on, what the residents of West Valley are saying, and what you can expect. But like I said, at the end of the day, the city of West Valley is a great place to live with some affordable housing. A lot of what you're going to need in the area is available to you, and depending on where you're working, if you're working in downtown Salt Lake City, it's very nearby and easy for you to be able to get to. If you're living in, if you're working in the Lehigh area or somewhere further down south, then it's probably going to be more beneficial to check out some of the cities down in the southern part of Salt Lake County. But either way, if you have any questions about what it's like to live here or want to know more about certain areas, feel free to drop them in the comments. Also, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help out any way that I can. But my channel is all about what it's like to live here in Salt Lake City and the surrounding areas. So make sure you check out some of my other videos like this one. It'll give you some helpful information about what it's like to live here and what it's like to work here and everything you need to know about living here in the Salt Lake City area. I'll see you on the next video.